on from lockdown. Hello everybody, it's Tom here. I hope you're all well. Today we're going to discuss retrospectively 3 years since lockdown. Yes, 3 years since the whole world, well most of the world, was in lockdown due to the coronavirus, COVID-19. Everybody has a different perspective and a different story of this. Certain people did well, believe it or not, in lockdown. I say did well. I'm talking more business wise. You know, those who was in the hand sanitising businesses did very, very well, and anything like that. For the most of us though, it was a very uncertain and a very unhinging time. For myself personally, I coped a lot better than I thought I would initially. I remember being told that I was going to be placed on what you call furlough. Furlough was a scheme created by the British government in that 80% of your wages would be paid while you was waiting at home, as we couldn't really be within close proximity as each other. Some of my colleagues went back to work a lot sooner than what I did. I was at home for 5.5 months, and obviously restrictions lifted 3 months near enough into that, and by the end of June that year I could actually go and see my parents and my brother and sister. I remember the emotional reaction of my mother and father, how much they cried and was upset. While it was very nice to see them, I don't know, maybe I was just totally accepting of the situation and what it was and the enormity of it, and we kept in touch regularly, my family, me and my family, and as you should really, with video calls and what have you. I think technology actually really thrived during lockdown. I think the use of Zoom, the use of Microsoft Teams, people who use FaceTime, video calls, technology really came into its own. You know, I think we really embraced technology, and for all we were kept apart, the gap was closed by technology, you know. And then there was the mental health side of it, people struggling to keep occupied. I didn't have any issues. I'm quite a highly motivated individual anyway. I had no issue at all. I was easy to find things to do. I started doing yoga. I was part of a spiritual group, which I'm still loosely linked to. And my life changed in a lot of ways, but in a good way as well. And my perspective changed after lockdown. When I went back to work, as much as I love my job, it really put into perspective what's important in life: connection and the love of those that you hold dear. That's the most important thing, and your health. Those 3 things are more important than any amount of money. And absolutely, lockdown really endorsed that for me. So, how have things been since lockdown? Have we learned? Some respects, yes. But I'm not sure we're prepared for the next pandemic, I've got to be honest. And I do think that will be in my lifetime, probably. I may be an older man when that happens, quite old. But yeah, certainly this might not be the last time we have restrictions as bad as this. Let's hope that it doesn't have to come to that, but who knows. And then I think the coronavirus did push towards the cashless society. You know, the idea of having to handle cash. There's a nightclub in Stafford, and this particular club, and many like it, will not accept cash now. Everything is card, and that is a result of the coronavirus. As a result of, obviously, something you've handled. You know, whereas contactless is you can hold the edge of the card, tap it on something, and it pays. So yeah, absolutely, there was some changes, and I think slowly but surely we're seeing bigger gatherings, social events starting to come back. Perhaps not the speed we had imagined, but yeah, it has made one or two people reluctant. I don't mind telling you, I still wear my face mask to work, and I know I get ribbed for it, but I don't care. The fact of the matter is, you don't know what illnesses someone might have, and I don't want the latest cold or flu, thank you very much. So yeah, when I'm in work, I sanitise my hands, I wear a mask, and I'm still in the same routine I was when the coronavirus was quite strong. Some may say you need to get out of that, it's gone. It hasn't, it's still out there. It's still there. And for all, we've learned to live with it. I don't think it's the time to be complacent, you know. But this is really just about what our lives was like about 3 years ago. And for 18 months, very different. Not like anything we'd ever experienced before. There's a lot of stories of triumph, there's a lot of sadness as well. But the fact of the matter is, the world changed. And we now have to change too. Guys, first of 3 videos this week, I want to say thank you all ever so much for listening. I really appreciate your time and energy spent here on my channel. Thank you kindly. First of 3, put down in the comment section below, how did you find lockdown? Do you think we've moved forward? Or do you think, like me, that perhaps another pandemic would really catch us off guard? Have we become complacent? Some of the things that were introduced to keep the spread of infection down seem to have been forgotten. People have reverted back to, in no disrespect to anyone here, unhygienic levels, which just makes germs and illnesses spread like wildfire. And we should be more mindful, absolutely. Remember to hit that subscribe button down below, leave me a thumbs up and a like, and let's hear that bell sign go ding dong so you know when my next content's out. We'll be back as always with another video in a couple of days time, but until then, take care of yourselves, all of you, and bye for now.